All right, everybody, welcome back to an episode of From the Stands. We have a ton of stuff to get to this week. We had the draft last night, the home run derbies tonight, the All-Star game is tomorrow, so we got a lot of stuff coming up, and we also have a lot of stuff to catch up on. So let's get started with the headlines from last week. Albert Pujols collected his 6,000th career total base. He becomes just the fourth player in MLB history to reach that mark. So congratulations to him on another great milestone. Yasmani Grandal underwent surgery to repair a torn left tendon in his knee. He is expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks. So another big blow, another big injury for the White Sox. But some positive news, Eloy Jimenez has begun his rehab assignment. He homered in his rehab game, so he is hopefully on his way back, recovering from his surgery. The Cubs lost their 11th straight game last Tuesday in a 15-10 loss to the Phillies. So they are quickly now out of that division race and are expected to become sellers. The Rays no-hit the Indians in a 7-inning game. It was a combined no-hitter. Started off with Colin McHugh to Josh Fleming to Diego Castillo to Matt Whistler to Pete Fairbanks. 7 innings pitched, no hits, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts in that 7-inning combined no-hitter by the Rays. Jacob deGrom collected his 1,500th career strikeout. He's the second fastest pitcher ever to reach that mark behind Yu Darvish, who did it a couple weeks ago. Shohei Ohtani broke Hideki Matsui's record for the most home runs in a single season by a Japanese-born player with his 32nd home run, and it is now just the All-Star break, so that record is expected to be much higher by the end of the season. Big injury news, Ronald Acuña Jr. tears his right ACL after attempting a leaping catch in Miami. He is expected to have season-ending surgery and will miss 9 to 10 months. So a huge injury to one of the biggest stars in the game. So we're hoping that he can get back on the field 100% after that surgery. Pablo Lopez strikes out 9 straight batters to start a game, which is a new major league record. There have been 9 straight strikeouts, but in the middle of a game, so to start a game is a brand new record, so congratulations to him. Last night we had the MLB draft. Catcher Henry Davis went 1-1 overall to the Pirates. Jack Leiter went number 2 overall to the Texas Rangers. Another highlight, Marcelo Mayer goes number 4 overall to Boston, and then Kumar Rocker drops to number 10 to get picked up by the Mets. So some draft highlights for you guys. We will see how those players shape up. The next round is tonight. On to our plays of the week. Starting us off, Fernando Tatis Jr. makes this incredible leaping catch to rob Ryan Zimmerman at shortstop. Leaps up, makes the catch, and if you watch it in slow motion, it looks like he almost double jumps. It looks like he jumps once, and then he gets a little extra right at the end to make the catch and rob Ryan Zimmerman. The Royals scored 6 runs in the final 2 innings to come back and beat the Reds. Started off with a Andrew Benintendi 2-run home run in the 8th inning. Then they enter the 9th inning down 6-3. A run scores on an error by Eugenio Suarez. Ball goes through his legs. Nicky Lopez ties the game with a 2-run single, so that makes it 6-6. And then Salvador Perez walks it off to win it 7-6. The Royals come back in the 9th inning against the Reds. Billy Hamilton makes this incredible leaping catch in left center field here on this ball hit by Max Kepler. Goes to the warning track. It's pouring rain. Leaps, makes the catch, slides, and then just kind of lays there basking in victory. Stands up covered in mud. One of the best catches you will see, especially given the circumstances there where the field's just soaked. It's probably hard to see the ball, and then he just slides in that mud there on the warning track. Juan Lagares robs Xander Bogaerts of a home run here in right center. It goes up on this ball hit up and over the wall to make that leaping catch there, rob Xander Bogaerts. Twins turn a great double play on this line drive up the middle past the pitcher. Polanco snags it at second, who flips to Simmons, who gets the return throw off for the double play. So crazy stop by Jorge Polanco at second to start that double play. Relief pitcher Daniel Camarena hits a grand slam off of Max Scherzer. He was a San Diego native who was just promoted from AAA. Spent a lot of time in the minor leagues, finally make it to the majors, and he pitching at the plate hits a grand slam off of Max Scherzer in this Padres game. We will get more on that game in just a little bit. The Mets put up 10 runs against the Pirates in the 6th inning. It was capped by Francisco Lindor's grand slam, so the Mets offense coming alive against some Pirates pitching. Seth Brown hits a monster 472-foot home run to right center in Texas. It doesn't even look, it looks far, but it doesn't look 472 feet far. far, but this ball was absolutely crushed by Seth Brown. Brandon Nimmo robs Brian Reynolds of a home run in right center field on this ball. Hits almost start off the game here. Goes up and over the wall to make the leaping catch and rob Reynolds of a home run. Starting pitcher Tyler Anderson of the Pirates hit a go-ahead home run against the Mets. Score was tied here. He breaks the tie with a home run there, and the Pirates will go on to win that game on a home run from their starting pitcher Tyler Anderson. The Dodgers put up 22 runs against the Diamondbacks in a 22-1 victory. Arizona having a rough season. The Dodgers just kind of pouring it on in this game. Trey Mancini hit a game-tying 2-run home run off of Liam Hendricks in the 9th inning before Adam Engel in the top of the 10th here in extra innings. It's a go-ahead 3-run home run to the White Sox after blowing the save, come back and finish the break off with a win. And then one of the best comebacks of the year, the Astros score 6 runs in the bottom of the 9th to beat the Yankees. Start off with Chas McCormick's 2-run doubles. That brings in 2 more runs. Abraham Toro would follow it up with an RBI double off the wall that Judge couldn't make the catch on. So that brings another run in, and then Jose Altuve walks it off with a 3-run home run to win this game. One of the best comebacks of the year that we've seen so far. On to our games of the week. Starting us off, we have the Indians in Tampa Bay facing the Rays. We're going to jump to the 5th inning. It's 5-1 Tampa Bay, and Med Rosario grounds out, so that brings in another run for the Indians, 5-2. Jose Ramirez would follow it up with a base hit, so that brings in a second run. It is 5-3, and then Franmil Reyes with the game-tying 2-run home run makes it 5-5 in the 5th. The Indians would take the lead in the 6th inning. Cesar Hernandez with the base hit brings in the go-ahead run. It is now 6-5, and then Franmil Reyes with the big 2-run double makes it 8-5 Cleveland. Heading into the bottom of the 6th, Manuel Margot with the base hit brings in another run, so it's 8-6 now, gets the Rays a little bit closer. Yandy Diaz would homer, the former Cleveland Indian homers, makes it 8-7. It's a 1-run game. Heading to the bottom of the 9th inning, Wander Franco just called up a couple weeks ago with the game-tying base hit, makes it 8-8, and then Yandy Diaz grounds this ball to second base. They can't get the runner at home plate, and that brings in the game-winning run. The Rays come back to beat the Indians by a final of 9-8. Crazy game between the Mets and the Brewers. 7-inning doubleheader game. Game 1, Luis Urias homers off DeGrom, first batter of the game. The Brewers take a quick 1-0 lead, but the Mets are tied up in the bottom of the 1st. Francisco Lindor with the base hit brings in Nimmo, so it's 1-1. Jumping to the 5th, it's still 1-1. Jace Peterson, the former Brave, hits a home run off of DeGrom, so he's given up 2 home runs today. It is 2-1 Brewers. We're going to head to the 6th inning. The bases are loaded. Devin Williams on the mound. Luis Guillorme at the plate. He gets him to ground out to second base to end the inning and end the threat. They strand the bases loaded. In the 7th now, Josh Hader in for the save. Jose Peraza off the bench. The pinch hitter hits a game-tying home run, so it's 2-2. Hader blows the save. In the top of the 8th, the bases are loaded. Edwin Diaz on the mound hits Christian Yelich with this pitch that forces in the go-ahead run. It is 3-2 Brewers. But then in the bottom of the 8th inning with runners on, Jeff McNeil with the base hit up the middle brings in Lindor, and then Dominic Smith comes around to score the game-winning runs. The Mets come back to win this one in walk-off fashion. Next up, we have the Dodgers in Miami in the 3rd inning. 2-0 Marlins. AJ Pollock with the home run makes it 2-1, 1-run game, and then Mookie Betts would tie the game up with a solo home run of his own. And then later in the inning with 2 runners on, Justin Turner with the go-ahead 3-run home run, so it makes it 5-2 now in the 3rd. In the bottom half, Jesus Aguilar, though, with double brings in a run. They would throw out a second runner at home, so the Marlins get a run back there. And then in the bottom of the 5th, Jazz Chisholm would ground out, so that would bring in another run, makes it a 1-run game for the Marlins. Garrett Cooper would tie it in the 6th with a home run, so it's now 5-5. Jesus Sanchez in the 8th inning with the base hit here brings in the go-ahead run, so it's 6-5 Marlins. But Zach McKinstry in the top of the 9th, Marlins trying to close it out, homers to tie the game, so it's 6-6. And then in the bottom of the 9th, though, Jesus Aguilar again, this time with a walk-off 3-run home run. The Marlins in this game, after blowing the save in the top half, walk it off in the bottom half against the Dodgers by a final of 9-6. Next up, we have the Padres and the Nationals in San Diego. We're going to jump to the 4th inning. 6-0 Washington. Trey Turner with the second home run of the day, 2-run shot, makes it 8-0 Nationals now. In the bottom of the 4th, though, the Padres would start their comeback. Fernando Tatis Jr. hits his 28th home run makes it 8-1 now. San Diego's on the board, and then with the bases loaded, Will Myers will draw a walk, so it makes it 8-2. And then Daniel Camarena, the relief pitcher, comes to the plate with the bases loaded against Scherzer and hits a grand slam to get the Padres within 2 runs. And then still later in the 4th inning, Fernando Tatis Jr. with the base hit brings in another run, so it's now 8-7. The Padres, just like that, in 1 inning, put up a 7 spot in the 4th to make it a 1-run game. And then in the 6th inning, Tommy Pham with double brings in the game-tying run as Will Myers comes home to score. And then we're going to jump all the way to the 9th inning. Trent Grisham with the walk-off base hit to right field brings in Tommy Pham. The Padres complete their 9-run comeback, 9 unanswered, against Max Scherzer and the Nationals, handing the Nationals one of their worst losses of the year by a final of 9-8. Crazy game between the Twins and the Tigers in Minnesota. We're going to jump to the 5th inning. It's already 4-0 Detroit. Max Kepler at homer to put the Twins on the board. Makes it a 4-1 game now. And then in the bottom of the 6th, where Polanco would have hit a base hit, brings in another run, so it's 4-2. In the bottom of the 7th, wild pitch by Gregory Soto brings in another run, so it's a 1-run game before Alex Kirilloff with the base hit brings in the game-tying run, so it's 4-4. In the 7th, Twins aren't done yet though. Jorge Polanco again with another base hit brings in another run, so it's 5-4. And then Max Kepler coming up big earlier hits a base hit, so it's now 6-4. Twins come back. They now take a 6-4 lead. On top of the 8th inning though, Akil Baddoo homers, so it makes it a 1-run game at 6-5. But the Twins would add on in the bottom half. Josh Donaldson with the RBI double brings in a run, and then Alex Kirilloff with another base hit brings in another run, so it's now 8-5. They have a 3-run lead heading to the 9th inning. With the bases loaded, Jake Rogers at the plate hits the go-ahead grand slam. They were down 3 runs, and with 1 swing, they now lead at 9-8 in the 9th inning. In the bottom of the 9th, though, with the game on the line, game-tying home run, so it's 9-9. Just like that, these teams going back and forth. We're tied up again. And then in the bottom of the 10th, 2 runners on, Jorge Polanco with the game-winning 3-run home run. The Twins, after blowing a 3-run lead in the 9th inning, win this one by a final of 12-9 in 10 innings. On to our performances of the week. Got some good pitching, some hitting. Logan Gilbert shut down the Yankees. This is super impressive. 7 innings pitched, just 1 hit allowed, no walks, no runs, 8 strikeouts for Logan Gilbert against a tough Yankees lineup. Brad Miller of the Phillies went 3 for 5. He had 3 home runs and 5 runs batted in, so a big game for Brad Miller, coming up big for the Phillies when they need him. And then Garrett Cole throws a complete game shutout against the Astros. 9 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs allowed, 12 strikeouts. He threw almost like 130 pitches. I think it was 128. I could be wrong about that. But super impressive outing from Garrett Cole and he really needed that after his last couple outings have not gone his way. Time for the standings watch. The Red Sox lead the AL East by a 1.5 games over Tampa Bay. Blue Jays and the Yankees are 8 games out of first place. The White Sox lead the Central by 8 games over Cleveland. Not really a race at all there. The Astros have a 3.5 lead in the West over the Oakland A's. The Mets lead the NL East by 3.5 games over the Phillies. The Braves are now 4 games out. The Nationals are 6 games out after losing 4 straight. Remember, they were making a run. They were getting close to the lead there, and they are now 6 out after a rough stretch. The Brewers lead the Central by 4 games over the Reds. The Cubs and the Cardinals are both 8 games out, so not really much of a race there. The Giants lead the NL West by 2 games after winning 4 straight games. The Dodgers are still 2 games out. The Padres are 6 games out, so they haven't been playing that great either. Players of the week, starting us off in the AL, the pitchers. Willie Peralta of the Tigers, 12 innings pitched, just 1 earned run allowed, 8 strikeouts, 0.75 ERA. He had a good week. And then Garrett Cole for his complete game performance. 9 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs, 12 strikeouts, 0 ERA for him. And then the hitters, Joey Gallo is still red hot, hitting .357, 4 home runs, 8 walks, 1.805 OPS. And then David Fletcher of the Angels has got this massive hit streak going. He's hitting .593. He went 16 for 27. 2 home runs and a 1.481 OPS for him. And then in the National League, Kwang Hyun Kim for the Cardinals goes 13 innings pitched, no runs allowed, 9 strikeouts, of course 0 ERA. And then Wade Miley goes 8 shutout in his start, 4 strikeouts against the Brewers, I believe. And then the hitters, AJ Pollock at .391, 4 home runs, 3 3 doubles, 3 walks, and a 1.333 OPS. And then Brandon Crawford for the Giants at 542 with a pair of doubles, a home run, and a 1.288 OPS for him. For the rookie watch, there's 2 pitchers in the American League I want to highlight this week because I don't think I've been talking about them enough. Luis Garcia of the Astros is 6-5 on the year, 3.06 ERA, and 81 and a third innings pitch. He's got 97 strikeouts, so a huge boost for that Astros rotation. He's been a huge part of it. And then Alek Manoah of the Blue Jays, he's 2-1 on the year. He's got a 2.9 ERA and 40 and a third innings pitched. He's got 52 strikeouts. So 2 really good pitchers, young pitchers in the American League right now to keep your eye on. What to watch for? We got a ton of stuff to get to here. Starting us off, the home run derby is tonight. Pete Alonso is going to try to defend his title. We got Shohei Ohtani in there. Joey Gallo is going to hit some bombs. Salvador Perez, a lot of other big names. Matt Olson. So it's going to be super exciting. So let me know who you are rooting for in that. Obviously, I got to rock with the defending champ as a Met fan. Gotta go that way, so we'll see if he can defend his title tonight. And then on Tuesday, we have the All-Star game. We still don't have pitching probables at the time I'm recording this. My guess is either going to be for the American League. I could honestly go either anyway because there's no clear-cut pitcher in the American League. I'm also a White Sox fan, so I'd like to see Carlos Rodon maybe get the start there. He's probably been the best pitcher in the AL so far. Maybe Lance Lynn or maybe Garrett Cole will get it. Then in the National League, it could be, since DeGrom's not going to be there, maybe Corbin Burns. I believe Brandon Woodruff has already said he's not going to pitch, so it could be him. It could maybe be Scherzer. We'll have to see here. So no probable stars. They could totally throw it up and go with Ohtani in like a reliever or something. We'll see. We'll see how that gets handled. And then baseball games return on Thursday. There's just one game on Thursday with the Yankees and the Red Sox starting a series. And then Friday we get the rematch between the Astros and the White Sox. This time in Chicago. The last time they played, it was a 4-game set in Houston, and the Astros swept that. So a big series coming up for them. Now time for the highlight reel. Let's get into it. The Marlins walk it off on a stolen base and an error as Starling Marte steals third base and then comes home as the throw gets away at third. Comes home to score the game-winning run on a wild throw there. Billy Hamilton gets an infield hit on a ball that bounced before it reached the plate. So this little check swing dribbling to third base, and of course he's got the speed, gets to first base, an infield hit that on a ball that bounced. Teoscar Hernandez makes this great throw to get the runner at home from deep right field on the sacrifice fly. So he makes the catch, and he's pretty far out there in right field. Makes the fantastic throw to get the runner at the plate trying to score. Franmil Reyes did a walk-off 3-run home run to win it 7-4 over the Royals after the Royals tied it in the 9th inning. So they came back to tie it, but Franmil walks it off. The Indians win this one. And then they walk it off the next night. Bobby Bradley hits a walk-off home run against the Royals to win it 2-1 the day after Franmil walked them off. So Indians couple walk-off wins there. Tony Kemp makes a great catch at foul ground behind first base. He reaches behind him at the last second, kind of snags this ball going out. He had to go a long ways to make that catch. Eugenio Suarez hit a go-ahead home run against Josh Hader in the 9th inning. Josh Hader had a bit of a rough week, blew a couple saves, and then gives up the go-ahead home run to Suarez here. The Reds take this game. Chris Owings makes a great diving catch going out behind short, completely lays out, gets almost like a backhand catch with his back to home plate once he's done. Amazing catch there by him. Dansby Swanson makes a great sliding play at shortstop, and then to get the throw off, Freddie makes a great stretch to get the runner at first base. Had to stretch a long way to get that one, but they get the runner. The Pirates came back against the Mets in the 9th inning. They were down a run. John Nogowski tied the game with a base hit against Edwin Diaz, and then all with 2 outs, Wilmer Difo gives them the lead with a single, and the Pirates hang on to win that one, coming back against the Mets. Nick Castellanos hit a go-ahead 2-run single off of Josh Hader to give the Reds a 3-1 lead. Like I said, Josh Hader not having the best week of the season so far. Gives up another go-ahead hit. And then Max Muncy walks off the Diamondbacks with a 3-run home run to complete the Dodgers comeback in this game. So a big hit for him. Lots of walk-off stuff this week. That's going to do it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you're super excited for the Derby tonight. We've got the All-Star game tomorrow. Got a day off. And then back to baseball. First half is complete. So hopefully your team performed as expected. Hopefully you're happy with the results. We will see where the second half takes us. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next week.